We need you guys to get lower.
I think all of us are still in some state of shock over the video that we just watched a half an hour ago of one of the most respected leaders in all of the Congress, Alex Padilla, a person of just unquestioned integrity, someone who has brought great compassion for the people of our state and country to the U.S. Senate. To see him abused that way, to see him brought down to the ground, to see him go to a press conference to ask questions, which is not only his right but his obligation, and to be mishandled that way. This is an assault not only on the person of Alex Padilla, but it's an assault on our democracy. This is an administration that has no respect for our democracy, for our institutions, for the separation of powers, for a co-equal branch of government. It has no respect for the people of California. This is a president who would call in military troops against the wishes of our own government when it would only inflame the matter. And now this terrible abuse of this wonderful public servant. One of the things that I treasure about the U.S. Senate is you can come from anywhere, you can start from anywhere, and you can end up in the U.S. Senate. And no one better embodies that part of the American dream and the dream of our democracy than Alex Padilla.
That's right.
And there he is, going to this press conference to advocate for those who are most vulnerable, to ask the questions that need to be answered, like what is the basis under the law or Constitution to, over the objection of the governor, to federalize the Guard to be used against our own people in California? What is the lawful basis, if any, for that action? And if not, what should the consequences be? I understand why Secretary Noem doesn't want to answer these questions, because she can't. But it is Alex Padilla's job to ask those questions and to demand those answers. And we are proud of him. We are proud of him. We are proud of his courage and his steadfastness and his vigorous representation of the people of California. And we cherish his voice, and we will not let this stand. Thank you.
Democratic leader Jeffries.
Trump administration is a disgrace. Secretary Noem is a disgrace. The manhandling of Senator Alex Padilla was a complete and total disgrace. Senator Padilla is a good man, a decent man, a patriotic man, and a hardworking man. He's the very embodiment of what a United States senator should represent in this great country of ours, anchored in the principle of self-government. He was at that press conference doing his job, asking questions about what is taking place in California, the state that he represents, and on behalf of the American people. And he was recklessly and aggressively manhandled. That was unacceptable. It was unconscionable. It was unpatriotic. It's un-American. And every single person who was involved in manhandling Senator Padilla should be held accountable to the full extent of the law. So this is not going to end until there is accountability and until the Trump administration changes its behavior. This administration is not about law and order. It's about lawlessness and disorder. And that's what we've seen from day one of the Trump administration. When Donald Trump pardoned hundreds of violent felons who brutally assaulted the Capitol right behind us. Day one, this administration has been about lawlessness and disorder, and we see a continuing escalation of it. And we're going to make sure that we push back aggressively in every way possible to hold those individuals accountable who, without justification, manhandled Senator Alex Padilla. I'm here today as House Democratic leader to make it clear. We stand with Senator Padilla. We stand with the California delegation. We stand with the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, and we stand with the American people.
Amen.